Y'all, imagine having a whole little one, a moment that's supposed to be pure joy, and then social media turns into a full-blown CSI investigation because your newborn doesn't look like you. A black couple just had their little one, and instead of congratulations, people are out here accusing them of needing a paternity test. Like, let's be serious. But don't worry, the parents cleared it all up, but not before Twitter had a field day dragging the people who failed basic biology.
Put that on my mama, on my hood. I look fly, I look good. You can't touch my bag.
This black couple had their little one, and naturally they posted pictures and videos of their little one. But y'all, the little one came out white with blue eyes, and you already know what happened next. Folks lost their minds. People were side-eyeing the father like, sir, you sure you're the daddy? The streets were talking and the conspiracy theories were flying. Some people were low-key trying to be respectful, while others were out here loud and wrong. The accusations were flying, and the little one wasn't even a week old. The internet does not let people breathe, huh? Now, for the people who didn't sleep through science class, or at least stayed awake for this part, we already know genes can be wild. It turns out the little one's maternal grandma is light-skinned with blue eyes. So basically, both parents carried the recessive genes that skipped a generation and popped up in their little one. Translation, that little one is 100% theirs. No fraud, no scandal, just simple genetics. But the way some people were out here reacting, they had us wondering if biology classes need to be mandatory for all ages. And of course, the internet clapped back hard at the people talking nonsense. Because after people got done embarrassing themselves with their DNA detective work, the real scholars of social media, aka the ones who paid attention in science class, came through with the clapbacks. And let me tell you, they did not hold back. One user straight up said, "And y'all want to dissolve the Department of Education?" Whew, the way that one hit. Because listen, the US is currently debating whether to dissolve the Department of Education. And meanwhile, we got people out here who don't even know what a recessive gene is. Make it make sense. Then someone else hit them with this truth bomb. Her little one looks just like her mom. Y'all really need to stop obsessing over skin color and go read a book about genes. Like, thank you. People act like genetics don't exist. Not every little one is gonna be a copy-paste of their parents. Some of y'all need to take a seat and let science do its thing. And this one right here, I felt this one in my soul. I can guarantee the people saying that's not their little one were probably in one class all day at school. Oops, not calling them out for being in the slow classes. But honestly, where is the lie? Because some of these reactions were giving, I slept through biology energy. Moral of the story, before y'all start questioning paternity tests over a little one's skin color, maybe open up a science book first. Because whew, this was embarrassing. And this whole situation really showed how obsessed people still are with race and skin color. Like, why do people act like genetics don't exist? This isn't the first time a black couple has had a lighter skinned little one, and it definitely won't be the last. And let's be real, this kind of reaction wouldn't even happen if the roles were reversed. If a white couple had a little one with dark hair and tan skin, nobody would be screaming for a DNA test. It's always when a black little one looks different that people start playing genetic detective. So yeah, the internet needs a science lesson, but this was definitely a wild ride. And if you enjoyed the tea, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe for more messy stories, and turn on those notifications so you never miss the drama.
Ray J and Princess Love's messy life has only gotten worse recently, as following their divorce drama, things have turned heated as the police has gotten involved. You'll be shocked to hear what happened and how fans reacted to their altercation. The two, who have navigated multiple divorce filings over the years, have found themselves at a new low, as rumor has it that law enforcement had to step in and break the two of them apart. According to reports, after returning from his Millennium Tour, Ray J got into a heated argument with Princess Love at their home, which quickly escalated so quickly that she ended up calling the LAPD. The situation reportedly progressively became chaotic as Princess Love claimed that Ray J was acting aggressively, yelling, and was possibly under the influence during an argument. According to sources, when the police arrived, they ended up placing him in handcuffs and even taking him into custody, as there was no other way to calm him down. This came as a huge shock to fans, especially as rumors also say that the officers had determined that filing a DV report was absolutely necessary. However, no actual crime had been committed at the scene. This also means that Ray J was released not long after, as a video even shows him thanking the officers for how they handled the situation. Seeing everything go down, fans couldn't help but notice how usual this was for the couple. Ray J and Princess are the most toxic relationship I've ever seen televised and untelevised. Apparently he's in cuffs and shit from an altercation they had. This isn't the first time these two have experienced such aggressive issues in their marriage either, as there have been 4 separate divorce filings in recent years, which is quite a lot considering they've only been married since 2016. The first breakup was filed in May 2020, only to be quickly retracted 2 months later. They tried again in September 2020 and then in October 2021, but both times they called off the divorces. The latest attempt came in February 2024, when Princess Love shared a heartfelt but brief announcement on Instagram. In that since-deleted post, she explained that after much reflection, discussion, and counseling, they had decided to part ways for the sake of both their well-being while committing to co-parent their children. In fact, sources close to them have said Ray J and Princess have had an on and off relationship for a long time. And even though they've broken up in the past, this time feels very different. They're both walking away knowing for sure that they truly made an effort at saving their marriage. Yet despite these multiple attempts to end the marriage in a nice and calm manner, the underlying tension between them has never actually gotten better. The recent incident has seemingly brought those old wounds back into the spotlight, as many fans are now wondering how Ray J and Princess's relationship is after things suddenly got so serious. Some fans say that Ray J is furious not only because of the arrest, but also because he believes Princess Love is using the situation to paint him as the villain. Many critics online have taken to social media, arguing that calling the cops was an overreaction meant to gain sympathy or as an attempt to control the narrative in their divorce. However, some fans are even wondering if there is something else going on behind the scenes of their relationship. As one person commented, "What do they have secretly on one another to where they won't just leave?" Others have also seemingly come to the conclusion that things could simply end between them if Princess actually decided to pack her bags and never see him again, as she simply deserves better. Princess is the problem. She continues to have a romantic relationship with a man who has shown her he's not capable of loving properly. If she knew better, she'd do better, yet instead she lacks self-love and continues to settle for crumbs. At the same time, many fans are also extremely disappointed in Ray J's behavior, as many feel like he has a lot more worth in his life than to end up with these problematic headlines.